Welcome my friends back to Marvel Snap, a high evolutionary deck that is just a little bit different. This one earned us a infinite ticket, a successful gold run under its belt, and right after we completed it, a number of people in chat hopped on the deck and reported that they also won infinite tickets. So this one is an amazing piece, positioned very well in the current meta, I feel, and it is a beautiful web of synergies combining the high evolutionary suite of cards that are just oh so powerful right now with the Hawk Rockslide package that is also a point generating machine. Honestly, the intersection of synergies between these cards is the Zabu, allowing us to get the discount on the Rockslide, on the Hawk, and on the Thing, who is an amazing powerhouse within the evolved suite of cards as well. We are bringing Wave as one of our key tech cards. This is what lets us stop Sera in her tracks, what lets us stop Bounce in their tracks. Anything that's trying to combo a number of cards on the final turn, Wave is our win condition there, but also she is allowing us to pass energy on the final turn to still be able to trigger our pieces like the Cyclops and the Misty Knight, while we are dropping the Hulk or the Dr. Doom to be able to overwhelm our opponents. Just being able to limit the opponent to only one card play when we are holding the Dr. Doom and the Hulk as these enormous answers and still have the engines of Misty Knight and Cyclops feels amazing. We can also play Wave in a pinch earlier on to be able to play both Dr. Doom or Hulk and Hulk together if we have drawn both of them together. It's a fantastic piece. And then we have Wasp. I think Wasp is probably the flex slot if you want to include another tech card. You could also look at trading out the Misty Knight, though I do enjoy the value that she is bringing, and I like having a couple early pieces to be able to play proactively because the deck does bloat out around the 4 and, well, then the 6 cost cards. We can have very expensive hands, especially with the High Evolutionary, as a potential dud draw in any hand. Don't want to be playing him. He does get discounted by the Zabu, so maybe it doesn't feel as bad as long as you're still able to pass some energy, get those 4 points to the board. This is probably one of the rare decks that would enjoy playing the High Evolutionary more than the other ones, and also we are positioned fantastically with the Zabu if the opponent is hitting us with Spider Ham, because any of the cards that are pigged are considered base 4 cost, meaning that they are discounted yet again. And this takes us to one of the most interesting synergies with the Spider Ham that I have ever seen. So Spider Ham again, pig is a base 4 cost. If I have Zabu on the board, then a 4 cost in my hand is discounted to 3. And then if this card is the one that is pigged, the pig maintains the 3 cost price point, but then it is considered a new 4 cost card that will again be discounted to 2. We could actually end up playing like a 2-6 thing without the ability, but it would still feel fantastic. Let's dive into our matches. I am so conquest build, I'm wondering how the ranked ladder is going to look and how it is going to feel. I think the deck is positioned well in either situation. It's just a different mentality of studying the opponent and snapping strategy that goes with playing in the different modes. I'm going to go ahead and set up Zabu onto Stark Tower. Mojo World gets a little bit tight. We should be able to smash down enough cards to be able to fill it up. Wave gets hit. That's fine. I want to be able to play Wave just on turn 5 anyway. Wakandan Embassy buffs up our side. Beautiful, beautiful. We could go straight to the Hawk, or we could play the Misty Knight. What would we rather do? We're not floating much energy if we play the Hawk, but it does allow us to stay ahead. Iceman, so they could be Bounce, in which case Wave is our win condition anyway and should be able to answer. Let's go ahead and let's play the Hawk, and let's not let Mojo World run over us. Storm. Maybe we played the Hawk too early. The Hawk is actually probably our best card to be able to fit in on the Stormed location. Go Korg and the Misty Knight here. As much power as we can muster, and if we can get the Dr. Doom to follow up behind, I'll be quite happy. They go Dracula. Alright, well, flooding likely lost to us. So who is to say? I've seen stranger things happen. Dracula. So are you full discard just running Iceman? Like, if I play Wave, what do you do? Does this catch you out? Are you not going to be able to thin the hand down for the good Dracula discard if I do this? I hypothesize that this could be the stopper for him. Not going to snap, but I like where we're at. They do drop a ton of cards here. Calling Wing onto the Swarm. Okay, it still hits the Swarm. Is that the only card in their hand? No, they had something else.
All systems
Wolverine
go.
Sunspot. This looks like full discard, but now they have a bunch of Swarms that are too expensive for them to be able to play. And they just drew yet another expensive card. They can only play one card. Mojo World is 1 for us. You have to imagine that Dr. Doom is the way to go to get the extra 5 on right. Dracula will lose this too. How did you get that? Oh, Wakandan Embassy. Okay. So it's just the 4-power storm plus the Dracula shake of the dice, right? That's what I'm looking at combating. So the alternative is that I play 20-power Hulk. I mean, 20-power Hulk is a great alternative. Puts me up 24 to 14. And I'm up 2 to 16. You have Chavez, you probably have APOC. You could play those, but I would be able to still be ahead without needing the Mojo World margin of multiple cards. I think this is actually safer. The Doctor Doom could lose to the Dracula high roll. This one is guaranteed. And I'm not going to do the Boomer Snap. They do play left. With the Chavez. Shoo! And then what is it going to be? Oh, it was just Sif. We stay winning. If you guys want to see me doing more Conquest gameplay, then tune in on the streams. We're grinding out the gold Conquest, trying to stag as many of the infinite tickets as possible to be able to get our entries entered in. We're going to have a full week of streaming infinite because at the rate that you go through, it takes forever to be able to play infinite runs. I think I actually go Cyclops here. I think I start Cyclops. Hopefully he gives me a target to debuff. If he doesn't give me targets, then I'll just play all of my energy. Like, it doesn't matter. Play you. Thing could go down on left. When it takes so long to go through the Conquest gauntlets that I think infinite, I'm only going to be able to fit like 2 runs in a stream. So we've got 4 tickets right now. We're trying to stack up as many as possible to be able to have the best odds of being able to win an infinite Conquest match. You guys want to be there if we pull it off. I know that it's going to be very hard, but by golly, we're going to try. Thing would be fun, but Thing also here could be great. Just hide it, right? Pass the energy. It's making me wish that I'd played Cyclops over here on Savage Land, but anyway. I would like to be able to draw a wave here, I think. If I can draw a wave and then play Dr. Doom, I'd feel pretty good overall. They do play into mid with a Polaris. Move the Raptor. Hold on. Well, now I'm able to have a debuff target, which is quite fun. I guess I'll just play the Hawk. Extra power on right. 5 cards in their deck. Yeah, because we got the Korg down. If we can top deck the Rockslide, we'll be looking even better. Because I could just play Rockslide to allow the Cyclops to still trigger. I mean, we also gonna have a bulky Hulk. 18-pointer ready to slam down their throats. 10-pointer on the Doctor Doom now that they've filled up the Raptor move. What's the idea with Polaris? What's the big idea with Polaris here, chat? What do we feel like? I think that Polaris is one of the more overrated cards. I'm seeing her worked into a lot of lists that I don't think she's necessarily providing much benefit. They're not running Miles. Maybe this deck is running Miles and they're going to be able to get an extra value. They go Goose. Mr. Fantastic, yeah. All right, no Miles yet. Ping, ping. You're knocked down a little bit farther. A little bit further. Do you think this is giving you the win at Savage Land? Because it's not. I could just go Dr. Doom here. I could go Dr. Doom. I could go High Evo. High Evo to be able to still trigger on the Cyclops. And then it's like trusting Thing to be really good. They're flipping first, which is... We needed to make sure that we were stacking initiative. Which Mr. Fantastic is what basically guaranteed, because otherwise our margin of victory was higher. We need to be a little more careful there, otherwise Thing would have resolved into nothing. Can we get a Dr. Seuss Thing 1, Thing 2 variant line, please? Nova? Killmonger. Hip, hap, pop. Max? I draw 1. No, I do draw 2. Ooh, just the rock. Just the rock. We win these 2. Joie. And we even get the 1 on bid for the unanimous victory. Dr. Doom just too dang good. Oscorp Tower. I don't have anything to necessarily surprise gift you I don't know, I guess we'll see if they have anything to surprise gift us. The Ascorp Tower always makes me nervous because it seems like I have most of my matches up against the ramp when Ascorp Tower is there, has a presence. There's Zabu here. That's the main. I'm sticking in there with the Korg. I can get the Doombot later on, so I'm pretty well positioned with that location draw. And then Crochet. Gross. Alright, well, we'll play Rockslide. My opponent's not doing anything. They could be High Evo Lockjaw, just waiting with the Thor or the Lockjaw for right now. Yeah, the Cyclops. Yeah, makes sense. It bears mentioning that you could run the Luke Cage here by dropping Wasp or the Misty Knight to be able to accommodate her. Sorry. There we go. The Zabu discount on the High Evo, and we actually do play it. I'm going to hang on to the Wasp for now. I don't know about playing the Wave, because it's going to fuel his Cyclops, so it's unlikely that I want to play the Wave. I get my Cyclops. Back at you, buddy. With the Necrocha also bogging everything down, it's just nobody's a winner here. We're going to have negative powers across the board. I think it's worth the Cyclops, though. Maybe he'll wave for me. Nah, but if he waves for me, then I don't get to use my Wasp, which I would like to. Norin Rad, what's your game? Sunspot Cyclops doesn't really tell me anything about the flavor of High Evolutionary that you are. It's a fun variant. Yeah, this is base art, right? He does wave for me. Somebody else is on the wave train. You wanted to just debuff the Korg and then die? Why wouldn't you play over here so that you're ahead? I have to imagine that playing Wasp on left was going to be the superior move. Unless... No, I don't get it. Like, he could... Yes, you could play Thing and then debuff me into a negative power so that then he's winning that location. Like, that's cheeky. But he's not positioned to be successful if that's what he tries to do. And here, my Doom beats his Doom. Was there a world where Hulk beats me? Like, if he plays Hulk over on left, I still win mid, and I win right. The +3. No, I lose. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so hang on. Hulk on. If he Hulks on left, he'll win there. I add 3. Taking me up to 4, but then his Sunspot scales, so the Cyclops are a wash. Man. Has he mathed that all out? So is my answer actually playing Thing? Alright, I'm gonna give Norin Rad a benefit of the doubt that Hulk is coming into Oscorp Tower, and I actually have to adapt.
Victory!
Or not. Alright, there we go. Man, this deck is so just buttery smooth. Almost feels like cheating. Feels like you're in every single matchup. Sure, there are some tech, and if you feel like the meta skews one way or the other, you can bring in some tech cards around the flex spaces for what you feel like you need. If you feel like you need the Shang-Chi, or you feel like you need the Luke Cage, you can add them in quite easily around Misty Knight and Wasp being our flex slots here. Even Enchantress, if suddenly a deck emerges that is really powerful on the ongoing engines, you'll be able to shut that down as well. But just the power that Wave leverages when you have the engine pieces established feels really good. That's what is driving us here. Ugh. Ugly turn 3 pass. At least we get 1 from the Misty Knight and we get the 2 on the Hulk, so it's not completely wasted. Opponent, some kind of Sera miracle. Would love to draw the Wave. That'll shut him up. Okay. If I'm going to play Hawk, then I really don't want them getting the card draw, so I need to Hawk now. It makes him vulnerable to control later, but if I let him get the card draw, then the Hawk is not worth anything anyway. I guess I could Rockslide and then hope that that's what he draws, is the garbage, but here we go. His side's getting kind of cramped. I mean, you Moon Girled, but what good is Moon Girl when you only have 1 space on mid here, right? I don't know. The Cyclops is nice, but the Rockslide is great. Rockslide Wasp. So I get the +4 on left. I actually will take the lead on right, and I am teeing up Hulk. I could hold Wasp. I don't think this deck is going to run Wave. Never in a million years do they run Wave. Here we go. They fill it. Excuse me? It's a lot of power. Bump, bump. Yeah. They knew Hulk was coming down the middle and they didn't have a prayer up against it. They were probably queuing up a Devil Dinosaur to be able to try and match, but Devil Dino is not as big as Evolved Hulk. So here is the deck in all of its evolved glory, guys. This thing is the real deal. Ranked, Conquest, it gets it done. It takes out the trash. Coming in, the wave, if you have Cyclops set up, is actually a 3-5. Then if you have the Misty Knight, it's actually a 3-6. And if you want to spec in the Sunspot instead of the Wasp, is a 3-9 if you have all of these cards put together. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And by the time they actually fix Hulk's bug of not generating the extra +2 if you pass on the final turn, I hope that the whole deck is nerfed a little bit. So maybe it won't be as powerful, but you could even see it wave it at like a 311 stat line. It's obscene how strong it is because you're also controlling your opponent at the same time. If you pick this one up, I hope it earns you many cubes on your climb up to Infinite or Infinite Conquest tickets. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.